Hello everyone, hello lovely people, and another day and another tutorial for you. And as you can see here, we have a bikini and it is two colors. So it is a two-tone bikini. So I choose red and blue for this one, and I do have a matching bikini top for this as well. So one chest is the blue color and the other chest is the red color. Okay, so check that out, guys. And this is very simple, so you just need to have your two colors as you can see here. So this is the front and the back. Okay, and it just look like that. So if you want more coverage, you just have to adjust. Okay, you just have to adjust your measurement or your stitches. Okay, so but this is how it looks like. So this is the front, or you can do either way. So this one is a little bit more skinnier than the back, but if you want more coverage in the front, no, yes, if you want more coverage in the front, and then this skinnier part is you need to put in the back. Okay, so if you want the skinny in the front, and then you use this, but if you want the coverage in the front and you use this, I suppose they're all okay. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into our video. Okay, so to start with is I'm going to use my 2.5mm hook, and these two colors is I'm going to use an 8-ply acrylic yarn. So this one is DK yarn. So this one is 8-ply acrylic yarn, and I have two. So I'm going to start with the blue, and with my 2.5mm hook. You can't see, but this is a 2.5. Okay, so to start with is we're going to create our slip knot. So I just roll it up and create a circle, and then now I'm going to insert my hook into the circle and then pull up my working yarn and pull it tight. And from here we are going to do a chain. So yarn over, pull through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we are going to chain 12 for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so from here we're going to skip 3 chains, and we are going to skip 3, and I'm going to double crochet into the 4th chain. So 1, 2, 3 into the 4th is do a double crochet. So yarn over, insert and pull up a loop, and 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, and into the next, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And into the next, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now we are into the last stitch of our blue. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Okay, and don't finish it. So this one here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the blue one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including our skip 3 chains. Okay, so now I'm going to change my color and to grab my red yarn, and I'm going to pull up to finish and just tighten the blue one. And now we're going to work with 2 colors. Okay, and then from here, yarn over, we're not going to grab, we're going to left or drop the blue yarn. Okay, and we're just going to do wave this end. Okay, so the next one, yarn over and insert into the next stitch, and I'm just going to grab my yarn as well, and I'm going to take that with me. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to insert and pull up and pull up and complete. Okay, so this is how I just wrap, so if it's not covering or it's not messy. And then now we'll just go with the normal flow, doing a double crochet normal. Okay, and I will just drop my tail and complete my row. Okay, so now this is our row 1 looks like. Okay, so we are going to do our front first and then going to the back. Okay, so with the front, it's up to you if how long you want your skinny bit. Okay, and that's when, if you have like, I'm going to show you this sample here. So I started from the middle, and this is my front. Okay, so now I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1. So I started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows without increase. Okay, so it's up to you if you want your skinny bit. Okay, this will go to your like the fronts, the crotch. Okay, and a little bit of the front. So it's up to you if how many rows you want your skinny bit to be. Okay, so if you want 3, 4 rows, that's okay. With this tutorial, I'm going to show you, you know, like short, but I'm going to tell you how many rows do you need if you want to copy this one. So mine, I'm going to do like 4 rows, and then I'm going to increase, and the increase will be the same. So our pattern is very, very simple. Okay, so now once we establish this, okay, from here, so we are working on the second row. I'm going to chain 2 and then turn our work, and as this is count as double crochet, so I'm not going to work on this first, but I'm going to work on the next stitch, placing a double crochet. Okay, so double crochet is just yarn over, insert into the next stitch, pull up your yarn, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so you need to have 5 in this row. Okay, you need to have 5 red and 5 blue. Okay, so this is our last bit of our red. Okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this is the last bit of our red. So now I'm going to drop my red and I'm going to pick up my blue, and I'm going to pull my red to make it a little bit tighter, and then now I'm going to continue and do. So when you're doing this, okay, you need to grab this yarn over here before inserting into the stitch. Okay, so it will just give us a nice finish, okay, into the other side, and then continue into the next double crochet and complete your blue color with 5 double crochet. Okay, so every row without increase, especially this part, we are going to have 5 in each color. So this one is my last color, or my last stitch. So as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5, and the red 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so this is our right side, and this will be our wrong side. Okay, so just make sure that every time you drop your color, you drop it into the wrong side. You don't drop into the right side. Okay, so let's continue. So once you finish that, you're going to chain 2. So every round you're going to chain 2 and skip the first stitch and work into the next stitch, and work into the next, a double crochet and a double crochet. Okay, now this is our last stitch. Okay, we're going to work half of it, okay, and we drop our blue yarn and we're going to pick up our red yarn. Okay, so drop the blue yarn, make sure that you don't drop in here because this is the right side. We drop into the back and we pick up the red and you pull through to finish that. Okay, then we're going to do the same. Okay, and we're going to insert, and just be mindful, okay, if the stitch here, if this blue or the red is coming out, okay, you need to wrap it and continue into the next. But this one, it doesn't show, so you just have to continue doing that. So that's the only thing that you need to be mindful, that your work is, as you can see here in the middle here, you need to be mindful that the color of your stitching is not all over the place. A little bit is acceptable as we are working 2, but not too much. Okay, so chain 2 and turn your work and skip the first one and work into the second one and continue and complete this 5 double crochet. So sometimes your yarn will be tangled and you just have to untangle them. Okay, so this is our, we have 1 2 3 4, this is our last stitch, okay, before we change. So yarn will pull through 2 and don't finish it, drop your yarn. Okay, so now because this is our right side, okay, we drop it into the front. Okay, and then now we grab the blue one and you will pull through. Okay, so when you're working at the front, you drop it at the back. When you're working the wrong side facing up, you drop in the front. Okay, so just be mindful with that. Okay, and then after that, okay, so here when we're working, I want to grab this and insert into the next stitch and pull through 2 and pull through 2. Okay, so it doesn't, even here it doesn't show that much. Here as well, it's very pretty. Okay, so then continue. And 2 more. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. So this one is 4, and then we have 1 more stitch, and we're going to insert that and complete our 5 double crochet. Okay, so now we have our 4 rows. So 1 2 3 4. Now as I said, okay, so this is just for tutorial purposes. I am not going to do everything, okay? However, if you're making this your size, you have to measure how much you want your skinny bit or skinny part of your bikini, and you have to do that, and then after that we're going to increase. Okay, so we will increase now, but as I said here, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 rows without increase. Sorry, I have, sorry about that, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 rows without increase. Okay, so I have 7 rows without increase, and then from here we're going to increase. Okay, so we have 4, and as I mentioned in the, you just need to make sure that you have your measurement, because this is it will go to your like scratch. Okay, so how long you want that, you know, the length of that, you need to make sure that it is right. With mine, I have 7 rows of that. So but for this tutorial purposes, I'm not going to do, you know, the whole lot, but I'm just going to show you that you have to continue this until you have your measurement, and then after that we are going to increase. Okay, so now we are going to increase row, and this is our increase row, so which is I chain 2 and into the first chain, okay, that we have our chain 2. Usually we do increase. With no increase, we are going to skip that, but with the increase, we are going to go back in and do a double crochet. That is our increase row. Okay, so pull through and pull through. So now we have 2, so the chain 2 is count as double crochet, and then we added 1 double crochet in the same stitch. So now we are going to increase, and it will give us this bigger size. Okay, then we are going to continue to complete. So 4 double crochet, and the fourth one is the half only. Okay, so you don't finish it, and then we're going to change. Okay, so now for this row, because we have 2 here, okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, this will be our 6 because we increase 1. Okay, then after that we're going to pull through 2, and then we stop. And then this, because this one is our front side, so we're going to drop in the back, and we bring up our red color and pull through, and we tighten or pull our blue yarn to tighten it up. And now we're going to continue doing our red color. Okay, so it is not showing into the front, so that is a good thing. Now we're just going to continue doing our 4 double crochet, and into the 5th chain. Okay, so we have now 1 2 3 4. Into the 5th chain we're going to increase just the same as the first chain that we did into the blue one. Okay, so here we are going to place 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, and go back and do another one. So now, as you can see, this is turning a little bit wider than the previous rows. And after that we're going to chain 2 and turn our work. And what we're doing here is we have to increase again. So in the same stitch, go back in and complete another double crochet. So we have 2 in the first stitch, and complete your 5 double crochet. It's 2 3 4, and your 5th is you're going to do half only. Okay, and don't finish it, you drop this into the front. Okay, and pull up your blue yarn and pull through and give it a tug, okay, to tighten it a little bit. And then now here is we're going to grab yarn over, and we're going to grab this blue yarn here before we're inserting into the stitch, and then pull through 2, pull through 2, and we are going to continue with our 5 double crochet. And into the last stitch, as we are going to increase, as we increase here, we need to increase in the other side as well. Okay, into the last stitch, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, and go back to that same stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so as you can see here, we are expanding. Okay, so this is our right side, and as you can see, we are going bigger. Okay, so we have 2 rows with increase. Now we're going to do our next row, this row without increase. Okay, so we do 2 rows with increase, and the next row without increase. Okay, we will do 2 rows without increase as well. So we have chain 2, we skip this first stitch here and we go to the next one, and just do our normal double crochet. I'm so sorry. Okay, so now if we count 1 2 3 4 5 6, and we have our last bit here, we have here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It's the same here because we didn't increase. Okay, so we have 7 double crochet in this row. Okay, so we're going to do our last one and pull through 2 and drop your yarn into the back and pick up your red and pull through, and now give it a tug. Pull your blue yarn to tighten the red yarn, and now we're going to insert and complete our 7 double crochet in the red side as well. It's the same as the blue side. Okay, so you need to count and you need to make sure that is even. Okay, so you don't increase in the other side and not increase in the other color. Okay, so if you increase, you need to increase both sides. So this is my last color or my last stitch, and now if we count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, the red 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 as well. Okay, so as I mentioned before, we are going to do 2 rows with increase, 2 rows without increase. Okay, so chain 2, turn your work, and this row is without increase, so we're going to skip the first one and go to the next one and do your 7 double crochet. Okay, but if you want your piece to be fully covered, you're going to increase in every row. Okay, so from here, or maybe increase 2, increase 2 and with no increase 1, and then increase 2. Okay, so you just have to play if how much coverage you want your bikini. Okay, so now I'm going to drop my yarn, as this is our wrong side, this is our right side. So drop my yarn into the front and pull up my blue color and give it a tug. So pull your red yarn to and just hold that. Okay, and then now you have to complete your row. You have to yarn over, and then you grab this before inserting into the stitch as what we're doing before. So with the blue one, you're going to do that, so you don't have, as you can see here, you don't have that color going to the other side. But if you don't do that, that's okay, because this is the wrong side anyway. Okay, it's just me being meticulous. Want to be, everything will be perfect. So if you are the same as me and you do that, but if it is like too hard, that's okay, because as I said, this is the wrong side anyway. As long as the right side is okay, and that all it matters. Okay, so now we count our stitches. So we make sure 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so now we have our 2 rows without increase. And to the next 2 row that we're going to start is we're going to increase. Chain 2 and turn your work. So this is an increase row. So yarn over into the first stitch. We're going to insert there, and we're going to increase by placing 1 double crochet, and that is our increase. And then normal double crochet until you get to the middle. So this is our repeat for this pattern. So if you are working on your fully coverage, and then you just have to continue that, you just have to look how far you're going and how wide you want. If you want more coverage, you can place 2 double crochet in the chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet in the first chain. Okay, so that's how you make it bigger. Okay, so continue, and we get to our last, and we're going to work the first, and we drop into the back, as this is our right side. So maybe you can do a stitch marker so you know where is your right side and where is your wrong side. Okay, so right side is you place this, okay, so when this stitch marker facing up, so you're working the right side. So when the stitch marker is not there, means you're working on the wrong side. Okay, so it's just, you just have to work whatever suits you. Okay, and then I'm going to drop this at the back, and I'm going to pull my red yarn and pull through and give it a tug. So pull the blue yarn and now continue. And this is our increase row. So if you're not sure, just go back and have a look if how many double crochet you have in the first. If there's an extra with your chain 2, and if there's an extra, it means you increase. Okay, then you can also count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 with our chain 2. Okay, so then the previous one 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 means if you have 8 here, you increase. Okay, that's how you know if you increase or you work on no increase row. Okay, then in the last stitch we're going to work 2 double crochet for our increase, and this is how it looks like. Now, as you can see from here, we're going to have a shape. Okay, this going up, we're going to go wider. Okay, so working in the next row. It is very windy here. I'm not sure if you can hear it, and there's a little bit of rain as well, but it is very windy. Yesterday we went to a party and it was very windy. Okay, so this is continuous of 2 rows increase. So chain 2, and to the first stitch we're going to place double crochet for our increase. Okay, so over here we have increase, over here we have increase, and then continue normal double crochet in its stitches until you get to the middle. And we have 2 more, and this is our half, and then you drop. Okay, so now our stitch marker is not showing. It means we're working on the wrong side, so we are going to drop it into the front, and we're going to grab our blue and then pulling and pull the red yarn to tighten and yarn over, and then we're going to grab our blue before inserting into the next stitch and pull through and pull through. Okay, so it's over here, and then now we're going to continue with our normal double crochet. And the end is you have to check first if we do increase or we don't increase before completing your row. Okay, so here we have the last stitch. Okay, so before we do that, we count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 means we have to increase because there's 7 and then we have 9 here, so we need to do 2 more into this last chain to have it even. Okay, so that's all the tips, I suppose. Okay, so this is how it looks like now that we have that. Okay, so now as you can see, this is going wider, so that is what I did into this bikini. Okay, and we are going to do that, so just give me a second and I'm going to count this, how many rows from the bottom. Okay, and when we start increasing, so I have 1 2 3 4 5 6, that's 7 here, and then the increase is 1 2, and then no increase, 3 4, increase 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 rows. Okay, so we completed 16 rows with increase, no increase, increase, no increase. Okay, so this is just a repetition. Okay, the normal is we have 7 rows and then we start increase, no increase, 2 rows, increase, 2 rows, no increase, 2 rows, increase, 2 rows, no increase, and so on and so forth. Okay, so you just have to continue that and just measure how much you need. If you don't need this much, and then you can only stop. Okay, so now after doing this and you have that covered, okay, so once you have completed your front, okay, so if this is your measurement for your front, and then now I'm going to show you how to do our string or cord or strap, or no, this is a string. Okay, going to the side and going to the side. So before we cut off and finish our front part, okay, I'm going to do the string or the cord, okay, for the front. So before cutting off our yarn and then starting into the back. Okay, so we will finish our front first, and then let's go and finish our back, and we are going to finish with our string as well. Okay, so just to minimize our cutting of yarns. Okay, so now that you have your measurement, now we are going to do our string, which is, I did a half double crochet. So we are going to chain how long we wanted, and then come back with half double crochet, and then half double crochet over here. However, I'm going to change my hook into a bigger size. Okay, so from 2.5, now I'm going to use my, I think this one is 3 millimeters hook, or 3.5 millimeters hook. Okay, so you can go up higher if you like, but for myself, I'm going to use this, and yeah, just to make it a little bit bigger. As I mentioned, you have to do your chain for your cord, how long you want your cord to be that long. Okay, so before we start, so we have our loop here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to insert into our stitch over here, and I'm going to pull up, and I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to do my chains, and I will do a chain that is enough to tie my bikini at the side of my body, and just continue doing that. And I'm going to give you the measurement of this strap here, or the cord here, and I'm going to give you the count as well. Okay, so from here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 and 80. Okay, so this one is 80 chains. So you're going to chain that, or you can add more if you like. Okay, so the measurement of this, give me a second. I'm going to measure it for you. Okay, so we're going to measure it from here, from where we started, and going to the end is 80, like straight. It is 40 centimeter over here. Okay, so that there until 40 centimeter. So as I said, if you want longer, you can do longer, and then after you've done that, and we're just like going to turn our work, and we're going to do a half double crochet. Okay, so yarn over and skip one. Okay, so I'm going to do at the back loop, and I'm going to insert and pull up my yarn, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, insert into the next one, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3, and we're just going to continue this until we get to the body part, doing a half double crochet. So this is your string will look like. So I'm going to do this and I'll come back when I get close to the body part. Okay, so because we have to do something else to connect, not just a normal half double crochet. So we are going to do something special, okay, when we get to the end, okay, so to that part. Okay, so I'm going to do this and I'll come back when I get like 2 or 1 stitch before we get here. Okay, so I have 1 stitch left and 1 stitch left to connect to our body part. So what I'm going to do here is yarn over, insert your hook into that last stitch, yarn will pull through, and I'm going to pull through 1, I'll pull through 2, and then I'm going to insert and pull through 2 again, and then now we have 2 left, and I'm going to pull through that 2 loop. So we did a 2 together in this part here, so it doesn't bulky, so it's like kind of like shape. So I'm going to show you that once I continue. So after that, just continue doing a half double crochet and you will see what I'm saying. Okay, so with this one here, so because we did the 2 together, okay, instead of doing this like straight like that, okay, now it's turning like a curve over here. It's not a straight like this, so it is a curve. Okay, so now we're just going to continue, okay, placing 1 half double crochet until we get to our blue part, which is our middle, and then we're going to change or swap to blue to complete our other side or other blue part of the bikini. Okay, so this is our last one, and now I'm going to change it into our blue one and pull that sorry, we need to put our yarn, okay, our red yarn into the back here, because this is our right side and this is our wrong side. Okay, then after that we're going to pull this blue yarn and okay, so it's breaking, it is breaking. Okay, so we'll do that again. I don't like it when it is breaking. Okay, and then we pull here, and then we grab our blue and we pull the blue like that, and then we we pull our red, and now we are going to continue. Okay, so there we're going to pull this yarn over here before we inserting, so it just gives that nice edging, and we're going to continue placing half double crochet, and that is how we make our string for our bikini. It is very windy outside and it's sprinkling. Okay, so just continue doing that until we get to the end, and when we get to the end we will do the same thing what we did in this part here to create our string. Okay, but this part here, because we're going to do the chain on the top, okay, so we're going to do like the last stitch, it's breaking, because this one is a bigger hook than our normal hook. Okay, and I'm just going to continue that, and then from here, okay, we're just going to do our chain. So make sure that when you go back you work on the back loop only. Okay, so create your chain, and when we finish our chain, okay, just make sure that you work on the back loop and yarn over and skip one and work in the second stitch for our half double crochet, and you're just going to do that until you get to the end. Just make sure that your string is long enough, okay, long enough for your bikini. We started with 80 half double crochet, so you have to have 81, okay, because you're going to skip one from the start, from the big after your one stitch from your hook, and then we do half double crochet. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and then just continuing that, and you will be doing the same thing when you're doing your back. And to finish it off is you will be doing the same procedure of your string or your bikini cord, whatever you call that. Okay, so here we are going to do 2 together and pull through, and 1 more, okay, to connect to this part here. Okay, so just make sure that you grab both sides. It's breaking my yarn. Okay, and pull through, and now pull through, and then after that we're going to slip stitch for us to give that it's breaking my yarn. And after that we're just going to tie our knot, and we are done. Okay, so as you can see here, we are done with our strap. Okay, so then you grab this part here. We're going to start with our project facing up or towards us, and you're going to start with red. So grab your red and then insert it here, attach a new yarn and pull up your yarn, and then chain 2, and from here we're going to go into the next and do our double crochet into the next, double crochet into the next. So we're going to double crochet 4 times. So this chain 2 is count, so 1 2 3 4, and this is our last double crochet there. Okay, so we're going to do half of it, and now we're going to drop. Okay, you drop into the back because this is our right side, so you're going to drop into the back, and now you're going to grab your new yarn and you're going to pull your blue yarn and give the red a tug to tighten it up, and then now we're going to continue. I'm just going to wave in my blue as well for a few stitches and continue. Make sure that you have 5 with the blue as well, 5 double crochet. Okay, so this is our 5th double crochet. So just double check that you have the same stitches. So chain 2, count as 1 double crochet, so 1 2 3 4 5, and the blue one 1 2 3 4 5. Perfect. Okay, then after that chain 2. So with the back, so what we're going to do at the back is we want our back to have a little bit of coverage. So what I'm going to do is double crochet, okay, without increase, and then the next one we have to increase. So our project will go no increase, increase, no increase, increase, no increase, increase. So one without increase, one with increase. Okay, so we have one row without increase, and then now this is our row with increase. So with our increase, so chain 2, and this first stitch here we usually skip that if we don't increase. However, because we're going to increase, we're going to insert in that first stitch there and place 1 double crochet. So we have chain 2 and 1 double crochet into that same stitch. So that is our increase. So we have 5 double crochet in the previous row. This here we will have 6 double crochet. Okay, then the next is just normal double crochet, and you have to do that 4 times. And here we are going to swap. So because this is our back, so I'm going to bring the blue yarn into this part here, and then I'm going to grab my red and pull it up and then give it a tug. And now here we're going to grab our red, and before inserting, so our red is not showing anywhere, so we have like a flat. Okay, so here we have to do 4 double crochet like normal, and then after 4 double crochet, 1 2 3 4, then into this last stitch is we are going to do an increase. Okay, so you can check that as well if you do have increase here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, and it means that we increase. So here 1 2 3 4, and then in the last we're going to do 2 for a total of 6. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, chain 2, and this next is no increase, so skip this first chain here because we have already the chain 2 into the next is double crochet. So in this row, because we don't increase, is we need to end up with 6 double crochet when we finish. Okay, so this one here, so because we are working on our front facing up, we're going to place our yarn into the back and grab our blue yarn and pull through and give it a tug, and then you continue placing 1 double crochet on top of our previous double crochet with no increase. So this is how our bikini and our pattern. So at the back side we have 1 row of increase, 1 row of no increase. Okay, so just make sure that when you get here, okay, put it down, count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have 6 red, 1 2 3 4 5 6 blue. Okay, then after that chain 2 and then turn your work now we're facing and the other side, which is the wrong side facing up. So if the wrong side is facing up, we are going to increase. Okay, so into the first, we're going to double crochet, chain 2, and then 1 double crochet, and continue with our double crochet, 1 double crochet in each of the stitches. Okay, now we're going to drop our yarn into the front and grab our red yarn and pull up and give it a tug, and then you're going to continue doing. Okay, so we're going to grab this and grab the next stitch, grab the next stitch and complete our double crochet. There you go, and then complete. So this is our pattern looks like, and you just have to work on that until you get your measurement, or whatever your measurement that you did in the front, it needs to match at the back. Okay, so now we get into our last stitch, because this is an increased row. Okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now we're going to add one more into the last stitch. Okay, so this is how you work into your project. Okay, and you are just going to continue that. As you can see here, we are starting to curve and have that back side, okay, go wider. Okay, so just you have to complete how many rows you did for the front, and then that's how much you need to the back as well. So how many rows you finish in the front, it needs to match at the back, and then after that you just have to continue and do what we did into the string of the bikini, and then after that you finish, you cut your yarn and trim it off, and then you just wave all your ends. Okay, you hide it, and that's finish our project. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, so as I gave you the measurement from the start, okay, for the front, the total rows is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23. So at the back it needs to be 23 as well. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 23. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Hopefully you like this video, and I do have all the tips that I have given you, okay, how to make this wider, okay, so it suits onto your needs of what kind of bikini you want it to be. So if you want it skinnier, okay, you just decrease. If you want it wider, you have to increase. Okay, so hopefully, guys, this video helps you. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I would love to hear your feedback for this tutorial, as I really, honestly, I really like it. So I want to hear your opinion, guys, and that will help me as well determine what kind of bikini I would make for the future video. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, and hopefully you like this video. Give this a thumbs up if you like it, and thumbs down if you don't like it, or leave a comment below and give me your feedback. That's totally okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Just leave your comment down below. And if you're new to my channel and if you like, you can support me by smashing that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And then if you like this, yeah, give this a thumbs up as well. It will help my channel grow. Thank you very much, guys, and until the next video, bye for now.